Hey, what's up everybody, ForneverWorld here today to do my review of Bleach episode 361, and this episode there's a lot to discuss because a lot happened, a lot of content, I guess, went into this particular episode. They actually stuffed quite a bit, and I really want to talk about certain things, how it was cleared up in the anime that wasn't really in the manga, and so yeah. First of all, I want to say I wish there was more episodes of Bleach like this, because episodes like this make me jump back into my fandom and think, oh man, I want to go watch movie 3 right now. I want to go watch movie 2 right now. Bleach, just gives you this feeling. It's hard to describe, but that classic Bleach feeling in some weird way, I guess you could say. So in this particular episode, it picks up from where the last one left off. Actually, we got a little bit of a recap, not too much this time, about a couple minutes worth of what happened last time, where Ginjo basically betrayed Ichigo, stabbed him with a sword and such. And I really liked this episode for a lot of different reasons, and it had quite a bit of mixed emotions, I guess, as far as Ichigo's reaction. But before that, basically Ginjo and Tsukishima kind of lay out exactly their whole entire plan and how they went through it, and that was a big portion of the episode. And basically they really did their homework, I guess you could say, because they did everything according to their plan, and tried to do everything the best way they can, and they actually succeeded in quite a bit of things. Before everybody else, he already had stabbed Genjo and made Genjo really hate Tsukishima, so that way, he could be the catalyst and go along with Ichigo and everything like that. So they really did their homework with this particular one. There was a couple of filler scenes added. I don't really remember the whole Mo threatening that one guy. Might have happened in the manga. I can't exactly remember. Let me know if it did happen. I can't. My memories is a bit fuzzy about that part, but I don't think that was actually in the manga. It might have been filler. And Ichigo's reaction to losing his powers and everything, I had mixed emotions, because at first, because he's screaming and crying in the rain in agony over I want my powers back, because he's thinking about stuff. And at first I'm like, I feel bad for him. I feel sad. I feel like, I actually felt a lot more so anything than what I felt in the manga. The manga, I didn't really care, to be honest with you. I was like, good Ichigo. I kind of felt not really so heavy about it. But in this one, I'm like, at first I'm thinking, I feel so bad for him. He's just there in agony. The voice acting, the music, the rain, the setting, everything was just in the correct place. But then I kind of felt like, get up already. And it goes along with what one of the characters says later on, but I feel like, get up already. What are you doing? Tsukishima and Ginjo are looking at you and, pitting you. The villain is pitting you, and they're like, we're never going to even see him again. Let's just go, leave him in the rain, crying. And, so I had, mixed emotions. At one point, I'm like, I felt really, really, really bad for him. And then at another point, I'm like, get up from the damn floor. Have some pride. And that, it was a bit, it was a lot more so than with the manga. In the manga, I didn't really have this conflicting emotion with that particular part. But then, one of my favorite parts of the scene was finally seeing. So basically, Ichigo gets up, he gets stabbed through the chest, and while he's talking to them, and they all look surprised and stuff, and I'm like, oh man, I love this part. This is my favorite part, because I read this in the manga. And he looks back and he sees Urahara and his father, and he's like, not you too, Dad. They switched you up too. He's just there even more so, crying and stuff like that. And see, things are explained a lot better in the anime than what happened in the manga, because I remember in the manga, I was kind of thinking, wait, why would he think that it's his dad that stabbed him if he would clearly see Rukia behind him? But in the anime, it explains it more. He couldn't see Rukia because he, still didn't have his powers back yet. So he just saw a sword in back of him and Urahara and his dad right there, and he was thinking, they stabbed me. He didn't see the person behind him. And then Rukia appears because he could see her again, because basically Rukia has this sword and it gives Ichigo his powers back. And, so that particular part was explained a lot better in the anime than in the manga, because in the manga you're just like, what? How can he see her? So kudos to the way they did that in the anime. I really like that. I really like seeing Urahara and Ichigo's dad in that particular scene. I really like that. And then just seeing Rukia, my favorite character, finally showing up, and it's just Bleach classicness. First of all, he gets the Shinigami's powers back, and he's just looking badass. And then seeing Rukia Ichigo, from the time I've seen you last to now, you become real confident, mature. And then she says, nah, and punches him, and she's like, why are you so pitiful crying there? You're pathetic, stop. I take my eyes off of you for a little while, and you already getting all pitiful. Oh, I was laughing. I was like, Bleach classicness right there. Little moments like that, little funny stuff. I really love that moment, and stuff like that. But then they're kind of like Ginjo especially has doubts like that Ichigo actually has powers back. He's like, one person like you can't give him his powers back, and then we get a big thing, like just awesome scene, and a lot of the captains and stuff, and Renji and a couple other people show up, and it's just awesomeness. I love that scene. I remember the manga going crazy over it, the anime I went crazy over it. Just seeing them back finally. Bleach classicness back, because this arc felt very removed from what the Bleach we normally know. So like to see them back really gave that Bleach classicness feel. And then Ichigo starts going wild. He starts throwing Getsuga Tenshos. Bit too much, I'd say, but that's what Ichigo does. And he just like, Ginjo's like, oh, so you gotten a little bit stronger, and like he's all dusted up already, like Ichigo gave him one, and he looks already a little crispy there, and he's like, so you got a little bit stronger. And then Ichigo says something like, I'm just getting warmed up or something. That was just like a practice swing. I forget exactly what it was. I remember in the manga that's what it was, but in the anime I think they switched that line up or something. But let's go with what the manga said, because that was kind of cooler. And then the episode ends, Ichigo does one final Getsuga, not final, one Getsuga Tensho, and it goes straight through like that building and back of Ginjo, and it ends like that. Awesome episode, clears up a lot of things. Also shows, again, reminds us one of Ichigo's goals that keep him going is his mother's death. It's kind of like Batman in a way, like Batman's parents haunt him and make him want to keep on doing, being on the side of justice. Ichigo's mom's death. He's like, I gotta do this because my mom died. I can't turn my back on my friends and my family. I never want to go through that again when I can't protect them. So, stuff like that reminds us his goal. And just overall, it was a really good episode. Explained a lot of things the manga left out, and I really enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought of the episode, if you've seen it. What was your favorite moment? So many awesome moments. Rukia appearing, the Shinigamis, a lot of great stuff in this particular episode. But what was your favorite moment? Let me know in the comment section below, or with a video response, give me your thoughts on this particular episode, because I thought it was very stellar and done very well, and just outshine the manga tenfolds. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up for this awesome episode, and being able to see the Shinigamis back. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, have an awesome day, people.